Again, John Kovacs joining us, candidate for Congress in Nevada's 3rd Congressional District. When you get to Congress, I say when, not if, but when you get to Congress, what will your plan be for righting this ship? For as Joe Biden has said probably 1,000 times on the campaign trail and in news conferences, shutting down the virus. That's his big thing. Well, he hasn't shut down the virus, and it keeps getting worse. What would be your plan? You're kind of from 30,000 feet. The plan to shut down the virus.
Well, first thing, I think I just take a very realistic look at it and see what it is and the effect that it's having literally worldwide and certainly on our society. And quite frankly, at this point, call a spade a spade. And I mean, take whatever precaution. And I've said this on your program before. I'm going to say it one more time. Nobody wants to die on the last day of the war. So you got to take all your precautions and do everything you think you talk to your doctor and get that settled out. But society has to move forward. Our society, our economy has been crippled. You can see it. I don't want to. We could actually use this to segue into inflation and the gas. And I've talked about that as well. But our economy is hurting, and it's hurting everybody. Inflation is going through the roof because people are staying home, and more importantly, our children, who, by all accounts, are really not that adversely affected in a negative way to the point that they're dying or anything like that. Even and Justice Sotomayor got that wrong when she said that 100,000 up or more on ventilators. Totally not true. They're being affected. They've got to wear a mask. It's their education that's being stunted. It's their developmental growth that's being retarded. And it's them that, quite frankly, are suffering far and above population. And both in terms of, and you see drug use is up, death from overdoses is up, suicides is up. I mean, these are things that shouldn't happen. And in a smart, intelligent society, these are things that wouldn't happen. So, to answer your question, you got to get a common sense approach to this, and see what other states, and believe it or not, other states have done things and they're doing things right, and quite frankly, they're faring a lot better than some of the states that are not doing so well. And you just got to have to kind of muddle through it together and get through it. There's no magic bullet. There's no magic wand. They're looking for one, and maybe in a couple of years they'll find one. But right now, everybody's doing the best they can, and the saving grace is this current version of the virus has been a lot less harmful than the initial version. And so if you want to see a silver lining, maybe that's it. And it seems like it's going through the population relatively quickly, which means a lot of people are now developing antibodies to that, whether they've been vaccinated or not. So that's a positive. And call it for what it is. Hey, if you become infected by it and you now have antibodies, whether or not you were vaccinated or not. So if you're vaccinated, you got antibodies. If you're not vaccinated, you got infected by it, which by all accounts, it's, like I said, it's going through the population very quickly. So that's a positive. I mean, that's kind of how you have to look at it. And the other thing, which I would really push to answer your question, which we have been, what about all the therapeutics? Where's the, there's all kinds of vaccine, they're trying to make all kinds of vaccine advancements and boosters and things like that. What about the therapeutics? What do you do if you have it? Where's the pill for that? And Merck had something promising that was kind of sidelined by the administration. There's been a couple other treatments that the administration kind of sidelined, and that's holding back. And that's not fair to society either, or the public at large. And I think they're doing it because, again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the program, it's become a very, very politicized topic, and they can't push a vaccine on you if the pill that you take after you get sick works. And that's the reason why, because they still want to push the pill on you, the vaccine on you. So when I got Congress, first thing with respect to this topic, hey, get the therapeutics out there, push the therapeutics, and then handle the thing in a common sense way.